Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sonal Chandak, Associate Professor, Department of Commerce, Srimati Kesharbai Lahoti Mahavidyalay, Amravati, Maharashtra. Today in this presentation, we are going to discuss about who are the users of accounting information, who are the people who are interested in the accounting information of the company. On the basis of all the users who are interested in the accounting information of the business, let us bifurcate these users as internal and external. Now, who are the internal users of the data, that is accounting data, and why are they interested? First of all, the owners of the business. The owners of the business are the first users of the accounting information. Why are they interested? Because they have invested their money, they have taken the risk, and they are interested in making the returns. They are highly interested in knowing as to where the business is going, whether they have the uptrend or downtrend. So, first is owners. Number two, they are the managerial and administrative staff. The managerial and administrative staff are interested in the accounting information because they have to show the growth of the business. They are the people who take the decision, and on the basis of their decision, the returns of the company either they grow or fall. Therefore, they will be definitely interested in knowing as to whether their decisions are fruitful or not. The third category is the other employees who are working with the organization. As I rightly said, the job growth is directly or positively correlated with the business growth. So naturally, if the business sustains, the people will sustain. If the business doesn't sustain, the people will not sustain. So naturally, the employees of the organization, being the internal source, being internal user, they will definitely be interested in the accounting information. Apart from the internal users, that is owners, managerial and administrative staff, the other employees, there are many external users of the business who hold an interest in the development of the business. Now, what is the reason? There are many people who are interested in investing in our company. So, whether to invest in our company or not, there are many people who are just observing our company, whether the company is progressing or not. There are many people who play the role of an advisory. They are the people who are advising people whether they should invest in our company or not. They are comparing our company with the market. They are comparing our company with the other similar businesses. They are comparing the past performance of our company itself. There are many people who believe in spreading awareness, spreading knowledge about the company. There are many people who are aspiring employees of the company, and they will be more interested in our company whether they should join our company or not. If the company is progressing, doing good, they'll definitely be interested in our business. Now we should be in a position to help these people to value the company in comparison to the market, to value the company in comparison to other similar businesses, to help them compare with the past performance of our own company itself. Friends, here the main aim or the ultimate goal of financial accounting comes into picture. The ultimate goal of the financial accounting is to compile the business transactions and other input documents such as invoices, sales receipts in the form of general purpose financial statements that can be understood by the external users. The key concept here is that the external users must be able to understand and use these financial information when they are making decisions about the company. The decisions with respect to whether they should invest in our company or not, The decision with respect to whether I should, being an employee, I should join the company or not. The decision with respect to whether I should advise other people to join this company as an investor or as an employee. There are many types of decisions which can be taken. Now, who are they who are interested in our company, but they are the external users of the accounting information? The first and foremost I will take as the shareholders or investors of the company. Now, the question may raise in your mind as to we have taken them as internal source as well. Now, who are they who come under the internal source and who are they who come under the external source? If your liability of sharing or participating in the losses is unlimited or joint and several, you are the internal user. If your liability of participating in the losses is limited, may it be limited by guarantee or limited by share, then you become the external source. Now, shareholders are the individuals or entities who own the enterprise by virtue of holding the shares in the company. The ownership would have been acquired by subscribing to the share capital through an offer by the company or promoters, or by buying the shares in the open market. If the shares are traded, they will participate in the profits and losses of the company. They'll be participating in the meetings of the company. They'll be participating in the voting rights of the company. But their participation in the losses will be limited or may be unlimited, but usually it is limited to either shares or guarantee. These shareholders are interested because their returns are associated with the progress of the company. The risk is associated with the progress of the company. The more better are the returns, the more likely that these shareholders will stay with the company. If the company is trading risk, they will not be interested in staying with the company. Now, second important external user is the lender or creditor of the company. They are the people who fund the company to get over the short or long-term financial needs of the company. They do not possess the ownership rights. They are not the owners, but they are with the company by virtue of the lending or funding to the company, that is financing to the company. They will be getting the interest on what they have lent. In the short run or in the long run, they'll be more interested in knowing whether their interest will be covered, whether their principal amount will be covered, whether the company is doing good. If the company is doing good, definitely their leverage, that is their risk in which their funds are involved in, definitely is covered. Nextly, the customers. The customers are definitely interested in the company's growth. We are buying goods and services of the company. If the company is sustaining, we will be in a position to enjoy the goods for a very long period, long time. Many times goods are of such nature that the customers will be interested in continuing the same product forever. So naturally, customers are the people who are interested in the progress of the company. Next category of external users are the suppliers of the goods and services to the enterprise. They supply. They are the people who create the creditors of the company or the business. Now they are creating the creditors. They'll be interested in getting their money back. So naturally, the part of solvency comes into existence. That is the reason why they are interested in knowing the progress or betterment of the company. Next are the regulators. For a general nature of business, the regulator is always a government. Depending on the nature or type of business, the regulators change. For example, if ours is an insurance business, our regulatory authority will be IRDA. If ours is a telecommunication business, for ours, the regulatory body will be TRAI. If ours is a financial institution, financial service, or a bank, the regulatory body or the regulatory authority will be Reserve Bank of India. For India, I mean. Even from the tax point of view, the government is observing the progress of the company, and every government will want you to progress because your progress gives them sufficient taxes. The next category of the external users is the unions, that is trade unions. The unions working with that particular business. Why are they interested? Because they are more interested in safeguarding the interest and welfare of their employees. If the company is doing good, definitely the company is in a position to give better welfare to the company, to the employees. The next category of the people who are interested are the brokers, the advisors, the analysts, because these are the people who are going to bring for you more investors, better shareholders, and flow of funds. If they advise better, definitely the flow will be better. They advise to the general public to invest or not to invest in the company. So this is another good category of the external users of information so far as accounting data is concerned. The list is endless, friends. There is one more external user I would like to quote, and that is because nowadays media is doing too good in spreading the awareness, spreading the knowledge with respect to the investment, and investors, they try to be the best investors guide. So media is another good external user of this particular accounting data. They report about the way the company is doing, whether they are progressing, whether they have the downtrend, whether they are how the promoters are doing, how the shareholders are doing, how the product of the company is doing, whether we are in a position to sustain in the market in the coming days. There are comments by the media. There is a great impact on the general public from this media as well. So naturally, media plays a great role, as we have rightly discussed. Now, these are some of the people who are called as the external users of the accounting data. They are the people who are highly interested in knowing whether the company is doing nice or not. So in this presentation, dear friends, we have rightly discussed as to who are the people who are interested in the accounting data of the company, who are the internal users, who are the external users of the data of the company, and why are they interested in particular information. Thank you.